this point, the game's still tied, and Julian Edelman. What's up, Jules? Getting in the end zone. Jules is a beast. What'd you say, Trace? It's the Patriots. Jules back, Gronk's back, everybody's back.
2018, it's the same guys?
That's right. Patriots, they're back. They win 27-13.
Great game from Brady. SEC 1 Michigan man showed up this weekend. Phil Rivers, Wolfpack, could not have come out better.
Buckeyes just scored again.
Incredible.
I thought it was Harbaugh's year. Rivers could not have started better, hotter. It was historical. He goes to Mike Williams for a touchdown. And then after this, he's riding 24 straight completions. Started 24 of 24. We make it a quarter century. 25-25 for the touchdown. Keenan, one of Rivers' finest days as a pro. They destroy the Cardinals.
Taking a look at the playoff picture, Chargers at 8-3 with Phillip Rivers under center. It feels like it's a bit of a foregone conclusion, gentlemen. The AFC West belongs to the Chiefs. The Chargers still just a game back of them for the division lead and a potential first-round bye still up for grabs, of course. The Patriots moved up from the number 3 to the number 2. That's the biggest deal here, right? They're in position for that first-round bye. Home field, of course. They won. The Steelers lost. What stands out in this updated AFC playoff picture that will likely shake up even a little bit more with the Texans and Titans after Monday Night Football?
I look at the Baltimore Ravens. I find them so interesting right now. It's like they had this whole mantra going into the season that we're going to be defense first. We're going to hit you in the mouth, and Joe Flacco's going to be Joe Flacco. Can you imagine a team's identity completely flipping over and changing midway through a season, having a completely different offensive game plan that now defensive coordinators don't know what to prepare for? Look, I know Lamar Jackson doesn't throw the football like Aaron Rodgers. I know he doesn't have maybe the accuracy of Drew Brees, but their offense is funky right now, and they're putting up points. And the defense got going on Sunday. Look, the Steelers beat them a few weeks back, and it was like, all right, Steelers, they're the team, and they won 6 straight. I don't count the Ravens out of the AFC North. Forget just getting into the playoffs. The Ravens have a little something special going on, and don't you dare put John Harbaugh on a hot seat. That's the last thing any of these guys need. We saw Joe Flacco being questioned, and he went on that run. Now John Harbaugh was put on a hot seat, so to say, and here come the Ravens. I think the Ravens... Let me tell you something. Week 16. Week 16, they play the Chargers on this network on a Saturday night in the stub. I think that one's going to have some big implications. I think the Ravens might be playing for a division title that
game. The last of 3 road games for them. They're going on the road for the next 3 games.
Now, speaking of funky, what about that Texans offense? That's a funky Cole Medina right there. That one team that's, you feel me? You like that? Yeah, and that offense can mix it up, so mix a lot. Well, here's the thing, though. They were on a 7-game winning streak, and we're not talking about it. It's almost like, but they're the Texans. Are they really that good?
The quality of wins on those streaks.
Who cares? No. If you look at the schedule, you're telling me they can't win these games?
No, I see a Week 14 opponent that I'm pretty scared of.
Listen, they could win out.
Sure.
Listen, Deshaun Watson has played with the best of them. I mean, he can raise his level of play and go up against Andrew Luck, who's on fire. They can run the table. We could be sitting here talking about a 13-3 team at the end of the season. And Deshaun Watson, DeAndre Hopkins, the running game is there. They had Demaryius Thomas, all these different pieces. And I thought when Will Fuller went down, the speedster who could take the top off the covers, that opens up this offense. I was like, they're going to struggle. They made a trade and kept on moving. So for me, I'm looking at the Texans.
Could they beat the Chiefs or the Patriots, though, in a playoff game?
I think if they get to the playoffs, yeah, because at that point they're confident. And then with the fact that they can get after quarterbacks, I mean, you got J.J. Watt back, and the merciless. Different individuals that can play ball on defense.
I look at New England.
You're like a Cheshire cat over here.
No, I'm looking at New England, and I don't see them playing on a wild card weekend. Peter, I'll even put you on the spot. You know the last time the Pats played a wild card weekend? You know what it was?
I think the Ravens beat them in a playoff game.
2009. 9 years ago, they got destroyed by Ray Rice and Flacco and all that. And I don't see it again. And I look at the Chiefs. It's like, don't mess this up. Yeah. Don't slip a bit, because otherwise you're going to Foxborough. This is Patriots coming out of the bye, beating the brakes off somebody, and coming down the stretch. I think when this is all said and done, the AFC title game will be played in Foxborough, Massachusetts. I do. I believe in them. I think they're going to hit their stride right now.
You would have thought the Steelers wouldn't have lost that game yesterday. We talked about them a little bit differently. I guess I'm intrigued by them because maybe I don't know what they are. I thought they were great defensively. Thought they were great offensively. James Conner made a couple of mistakes yesterday. He's still running hard as hell. They're 7-3-1. They just have crazy games coming up. They've got the Chargers. They've got Kansas City, right? They have, who else do they have? They have the Chargers, the Patriots, and the Saints. And they have to go to the Dome to take on the Saints. So to me, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to find out a lot about what the Steelers team is made of.
You can't oversell, too. I'm looking at that schedule. The Melvin Gordon injury is big for the Chargers. I mean, he is their guy. I know Rivers is the guy. Melvin Gordon is their workhorse.
He's their Todd Gurley.
So much.
He's their Gurley.
They can do Eckler, and they can do the receivers. he might even be more important than Gurley because of how deep the Rams are. He's massive. So we'll see how they show up post-Gordon. Rappaport says we might miss him for a few weeks. That's big in this playoff picture. Big injury.
Big games for them with Kansas City and Pittsburgh on the slate for the Chargers. Up next, we'll talk more playoff picture and more about Lamar Jackson. Watchability factor through the roof, and he got it done through the air.